So talk to me about, this last one.
Oh man, Hans, I'm telling you, the last one that I saw, I've been seeing a lot of these entities have been coming to me frequently, more often in February. I don't know, I'm having a lot of activity lately. I don't usually always see this many. Right. But last Saturday, I was with a coworker, and we went to lunch, and we sit outside and skywatch for an hour. As soon as I hit the doors and I get outside, I saw like at least 20 or 30 paper anomaly-looking ones, like laminars. Wow. Something that looked like that. They were clustering together with birds, and then they started to do that flicker.
Wow.
And it was crazy. And then they went up. They went and they did triangle formations, but they were like paper objects.
Oh my gosh.
And then up above, I'm not kidding you, was a hawk. And then all of a sudden I see all these seagulls, I see crows, many different birds flying together, hanging out with them. Like as if they just showed up together. It was weird. Now listen to this. All of a sudden, all these little paper anomalies came together in they formed one object, and it was about the size of a car.
Whoa.
The size of a car. Yeah, it was unbelievable, and I'm seeing this, and it wasn't too far away. It wasn't too close, but it wasn't too far away. It was a clear day. This was like maybe like 1:30 last Saturday, and it was incredible. So here I am, taking my camera out, go up to like record this, because I always take my camera everywhere I go, right? Start recording, and guess what happens? The camera battery dies.
It's happened to me a million times. I know what you're talking about.
It would have been amazing to see this, but I got one snapshot, though.
Wow.
And it's weird.
And it's an amazing snapshot, that's for sure.
It is. It looks like, to me, organic material, like almost like chicken fat.
Now, this happened in February, this month here.
This just happened just last Saturday.
Oh my gosh!
Now listen to this. My coworker comes in, and then she stands. She looks up, and she's looking up, and she sees anomalies everywhere.
Really?
Then we turn around. I'm not kidding. We turn around and we look above the building, and remember those paper bag anomalies we saw at Hollydale Park or Sequoia?
Sure.
Okay, so these paper anomaly bags were low, two-looking ones that, they're not really paper bag anomalies. We know there's something living, hanging out right above us. Other people were seeing it, and they were just looking at it. Bunch of little sparrows or birds flying around it.
Whoa. And
they were all 360. There was things everywhere around us.
Wow.
It was amazing.
How high was it?
Oh, man. That's
half
a tough
a mile.
guess. It could have been anywhere, maybe 500 feet, 1,000 feet. I don't know.
So they're pretty close.
Pretty low. Honestly, as the ones that come to Sequoia Park that are really low, like those lower ones, it was as low as those. It wasn't that far. It was enough to where I got it on like my cell phone camera, but I didn't have it on the actual camera.
Fantastic.
It was just incredible.
Fantastic.
But see, that's not the only thing. Then I see this red, large bubble thing go across the sky. Okay. And it was very large, horizontal, goes across the sky, and it turns into this plane object. I'm not kidding you.
Wow.
I look twice, and I go, you got to be kidding me.
Wow.
No time to get the camera. Yeah, so you never know, what perception of everything, of what we're seeing, of what's real and what's not.
Interesting. You see some of the most incredible things, and what's cool with you is that you actually were able to capture these things, so... I'm very impressed. I'm always very impressed and stuff. But honestly, I think that these things are like more attracted to women because I think women are more, in touch with these things.
More open to...
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I think.
I also think it has something to do with different higher levels of consciousness.
Right.
Once you reach a certain level, you're able to see through certain layers of the atmosphere and through the light spectrum in the sky. So I believe it could be something to do with that.
Wow.
After my original sighting, I feel like somehow I'm always searching and looking for them, and they know that, and I feel like they feel safe with me.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Like they feel safe enough to show their original form.
Right. Absolutely.
And not just balloon anomaly looking one.
Fantastic. I'm telling you. No, I totally agree with you. I think that you haven't really strayed. You haven't really drifted. And I think that they're like close to you because of that and stuff, I mean, you continue to see some of the most amazing things. I mean, some of the pictures you end up sending me like really knock my socks off. So,
thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I try, and I love zooming in and capturing, every detail and color and shape that I can, because they're all different. They're not all, the ones that are unique, like this last one I saw, for example. Is it okay if I tell that story about
the
last
go ahead.
one I saw? Okay, so this last one I saw was on Saturday February 17th, and it was around like 11:45 in the morning. I'm at my house. I go outside, go in the backyard, and I'm looking up at the pine tree I always use as a reference. I look to the right, and there's one just sitting there. And it was this really strong white, looking thing, but it had all of a sudden an expanded bubble or some type of clear embryo, like you say, sac, if you describe it like that. Like
right.
It just expanded into like this clear bubble with these energies inside of it, like spinning.
Interesting.
Nothing like a normal one we would normally see, which is like a lot of, balloon-looking ones or white orbs or, further away. This one was pretty close. And it started to drift. And as it was drifting, I can see kind of an outer clear bubble energy saucer, like a teal color. And inside you can see these little things spinning.
Whoa.
But it did look like, I couldn't make out, the detail of the shape or anything. It just looked like light, like energy. But then I started to film it. A lot of times you don't see what you're getting on your camera until you look later.
I know.
And zoom in. And this thing hung out like a half hour. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
It was amazing. A lot of light, different than a lot of the other ones I've seen. So I'm like, I have to record this.
Interesting.
And when I zoomed in later and I looked at the photos and I saw like that it actually had kind of not a silver saucer shape, but it had, if you would describe it as like an energy saucer, plasma, something like that.
Wow.
Embryo, as you describe it. Definitely plasma looking, lights, energy on the inside spinning. If you really slow some of the videos down, 6527, that one's a good one. You slow it down, you can see the flybys, right?
Right.
There was a lot of flybys. I know I sent you that video, and it was amazing.
I didn't even do all of them because there's so many of them. I'd have to stop it every 3 seconds,
Oh, yeah. And each one, it looks a little bit different, but it's definitely a unique one. I thought it was worth sharing with everybody because if you look at the shape and everything, it's kind of hard for someone to say that's a balloon. And if they do, I mean, come on, really?
Right.
This one was pure light, pure transparent looking.
Sure.
The bubble part of it was interesting.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't know how to describe it. It was just amazing. Very amazing sighting I had.
Fantastic.
And I feel like they like to see me. They come, they're just sometimes sitting out there when I go outside.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
So you don't have to even wait. They're just waiting for you. You don't have to wait for them to come after you, like call for them and stuff like that.
No, that Q one I saw, same thing. I go out front, boom, it comes out. I go outside, that one's sitting in the sky.
Wow.
The Ebony one, same thing on that Ebony one I got that time. I was just sitting out there, but it's not every day, but lately it seems more active. I've had it where like months would go by and I don't see anything, and I'll be looking.
Well,
so it just seems to be active right now for some reason, and I'm glad.
Very impressed what you've been able to see over in the San Fernando Valley. I'm very glad that you come to our UFO sighting events and stuff at LA UFO Channel and stuff like that. So, so thank you, Shelly. She's fantastic, you guys.
Oh,
if you guys just
thank you.
Seriously, if you guys are just like hang around Shelly, things may end up coming over to you too. So
I'm not kidding. They do. My coworkers see them.
She's got coworkers, seeing them that she ends up hanging out with and stuff like that. So it's just amazing. So anyway,
thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, well, wonderful. So anyway, thank you very much for talking about it. And
great. Yes, and thank you for allowing me to share my story and to share this wonderful sighting with everybody because I can't keep it to myself. It's wonderful to share. There's a lot of science involved with this, and we are a part of it. Others don't understand it or get it yet, but you know what, we do.
Absolutely. So fantastic. Well, thank you, Shelly. And we'll put together things soon, and we'll see each other also over at our next UFO sighting event. So
thank you.
So
Looking
we're excited. Okay, well, very good. So we'll talk to you next time when you see something incredible. Please send it over to me, and we'll talk about it again. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I will. I know there's some more amazing stuff we're going to see.
I know.
I know the 11th is going to be amazing as well. So
okay, fantastic. And I know
thank you so much.
The best is yet to come. That's for sure.
It is. It's true. And with all the energy we bring to it, we know some good things are coming this year. I have a feeling.
Okay. Well, very good.
Thank you for all your hard work on that. Thanks, Hans.
Thank you. Okay, Shelly, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Sounds good. Bye.